It's Saturday morning, I'm in London and I'm here for a challenge. Behind me you can see the London Eye. Now this city is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. There are literally thousands and thousands of attractions and things that you can see and do. And that's why so many millions of people come every year. One of the ways that they've tried to make things easier for tourists is to offer tourist passes. There's a London pass and there are other passes that you can get. One of the ones that most appealed to me was the Merlin Magical London Pass. Now, you may know about Merlin. They run theme parks and tourist attractions all over the world, and they have about 25, 30-ish in England, clustered around 3 different places. Firstly, there's 4 or 5, I think, in Blackpool. A load of them are in the Birmingham area, around about the Midlands, but the most are in the London area, the southeast. So outside of London, just outside, they have Legoland Windsor, Thorpe Park and Chester World of Adventure. Those are all theme parks. Within London, though, they have 5 different ones. North of the river, they have Madame Tussauds, and then here on the south bank, just behind me, they have the London Eye, the London Dungeon, the Shrek Adventure, and the London Aquarium. And they offer the Merlin Magical London Pass for about £80 to £100. And what that means is that you have access to all 5. Now, the challenge that I'm taking on today is, can I see all 5 of the attractions on the Merlin Magical London Pass within one day? And what I don't want to do is rush through all of them. I want to see if it's possible to enjoy all of them. Take your time and get the most out of it within a day. So we're starting at around about 10 o'clock. The hope is that I'll be finished by 5. So an 8-hour day. So let's go and check out the London Eye. My ticket, because you have to get a time ticket, is for, I believe, 10:30. However, if you turn up early and it's quiet, I think they will just let you on, which is great because it will mean I have a lot more time for the attractions later down the line. Oh, don't get run over by the taxi. Now, I have done the London Eye before. I brought the kids last time, and I've done it a couple of times. It's a fantastic viewing platform, essentially. That's what it's for, because you can see most of the important London attractions from the top. Let's go check it out. I'm really glad the weather's clear, because if it isn't, it's not much point going up there. So we should be able to see all over London from the top. Right, security was fun. They checked me thoroughly and then asked me why I had a camera at a tourist attraction. Fantastic. I guess a guy who looks like me on his own raises suspicions for them. But anyway, we're here. Almost time. Right, we're aboard, and just in front of me you can see the Houses of Parliament, but we'll get a better view of those when we're higher up. I think this whole thing takes about 45 minutes. It moves really slowly, but then that means you get your money's worth, I guess. But because they let me in at 10 o'clock when I was supposed to come in at 10:30, that means that I'm half an hour ahead of the game. I could probably spend a lot more time in the other attractions, so that's good. Let's have a look at the views. Houses of Parliament. For quite a while there was construction all over that St Elizabeth Tower, so that Big Ben part of the top was covered up, but now it's got a nice golden hue. It looks brand new. Palace of Westminster is what it's officially called. Welcome to London. And that's Charing Cross Station, I believe, with the BT Tower in the sky behind it. We're almost at the top, so this is the point where you get the best view. And this is the point where it gets a bit disconcerting, watching the journey back down. I've got to say, this goes much quicker than you expect. I mean, I know it's 45 minutes or whatever it is, because it runs at constant speed, but it's over pretty quickly. Right, so you'll see Palace of Westminster and then Westminster Bridge connecting it to the South Bank, and then one along you've got Lambeth Bridge connecting Lambeth Palace to the north of the river. Oh no, that's a good view of the Shard. Yeah, I think this grand building used to be where the Greater London Council used to sit. Now, of course, we have a Mayor of London and Assembly members, or whatever they're called now. But back in the day, it was a council. And then it's exactly opposite the Palace of Westminster, House of Parliament. Something else you can see from London Eye are the other attractions that I'm about to enjoy next. So, for example, there beneath us we have the entrance to London Dungeon, then the Shrek experience after that, and just a little further along is the London Aquarium. And I'm starting to feel very confident. I think we're going to be able to complete this challenge well within the 8-hour limit I set myself, because I started early and I just walked straight onto this one. This is almost done, almost over, and yeah, 45 minutes, that's how long it takes. That was fun. I know I've done it a few times before, but I quite enjoy it. It is probably the best view of London that you can get from above without paying for a helicopter. Because I know you can go to the Shard and get a view from a higher elevation, but that's much further away from central London, whereas this is right in the middle. You can see most of the central London attractions from the London Eye. I'm not surprised this has been hugely successful, because it was supposed to be ripped down years ago, but it kept making money and people keep enjoying it, so they kept it. Right, that was fun. On to the next one, which is about 30 meters away, maybe less. So of course we end with a gift shop. That's the London Eye done. Now the next thing is London Dungeon, and luckily it's just over there. Next available showtime at 12. Now admitting tickets for 10:30. Right, I think that's the queue to buy tickets. And if you've already bought tickets, then you can just walk in at the relevant time. Oh, mine are for 12. So I am here an hour and a half early. But let me check if they'll let me in. Right, I'm back outside. London Eye behind me. I've just finished the London Dungeon. No filming allowed inside there, and I understand why. Once you've gone through the experience of it, it's essentially a bit like a theatre show, except you walk from room to room. And yeah, I don't want to say anymore because you should come and enjoy it yourself. But yeah, it's tiring. And I've only done two things. I've done the London Eye, I've done London Dungeon, and I'm already so tired because there's so much walking involved. If you have mobility issues, maybe London Dungeon isn't for you. So that's something worth knowing. But it's now 12 o'clock. I am still well on target, although London Dungeon was very long, much longer than I was hoping, simply because the queues were enormous. I've come on the wrong day. I've come on a Saturday. We waited for 20-30 minutes before we were allowed to even start the experience. But next up, Shrek, which is next door to London Dungeon. So let's head over and go try that. Hopefully they'll let me in. I'm not sure when my ticket is for. Right, my ticket for Shrek is 1:15. But so far they've been more than happy to let me in early as long as my barcode was valid on my ticket. Should I take a break or should I just go for Shrek? I think I'll just go for Shrek. Let's go. It's only next door. I forgot to mention, as you come out of the London Dungeon experience, there's a gift shop, as you'd expect. Also a pub and a fish and chip shop, which you could go and enjoy. An opportunity to take the load off your feet and get some refreshments, recharge. But I'm not going to do that. I'm moving straight on. Let's go. So yeah, this just like London Dungeon, this one, you can't film or record anything inside, no photos, no flash, no nothing. So I'll let you know how it went afterwards. Right, we started at 10 o'clock. It's now 1:30. Three down, really tired. And that Shrek Adventure thing is basically the same as London Dungeon. It's a walkthrough with a through line, a storyline, with actors pretending you're bold heroes. That's probably not a spoiler to tell you that. But wow, it's a long walk. The dungeon was worse because it actually had stairs. But still, very tired. Feet hurt already. I am outside the Sea Life Centre entrance though. It's just there. This building, I'm pretty sure used to be the GLC, Greater London Council, something like that. Anyway, I did cave and bought a drink. I bought a slushie because I was so tired and I wanted something to cool me down. I'm going to finish this South Bank section of the Merlin attractions. I'm going to do Sea Life now, straight away. Let's go. Right, so would you believe it? They're the first ones to tell me I'm too early, and I'm actually only 20 minutes early for this one. For the others, I just turned up half an hour, 40 minutes early, and they didn't bat an eyelid. But they say the Sea Life Centre is very, very busy at the moment, so they're only letting people in at their allotted times, and my allotted time is 2 p.m. I'm supposed to be at Madame Tussauds for 4:30 p.m. And that should be fine if I do an hour here. That gives me an hour to get there. I may take a more leisurely pace for this one, just because I'm so tired now. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I didn't have breakfast. I'm not having lunch. I'm going to just take a few minutes, 20 minutes, and then head inside to the Sea Life Centre. But there is a queue forming. Now this is weird, a lot of heavy security at all these venues. Birmingham one, they waved you through, but here they're very paranoid. Alright, so the first thing we come across as you finish security is this. Oh, it's just a regular arch, except there are sharks underneath, swimming below you. That was fun. Okay, so far I've got to tell you it's disappointing compared to the one in Birmingham, but the one in Birmingham is the National Sea Life Centre. I'm under the sea! Right, there's a huge queue suddenly, and what the queue is for is the big undersea tunnel, which they do have in Birmingham, the National Sea Life Centre as well. I wonder what they've got in this one. Hopefully this is just as impressive. Now this one definitely is different from the one at the National Sea Life Centre because that's a kind of 360 experience. The fish are going all around you, including underneath you. But here, it's a bit more basic. That was it. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Not very immersive at all. Yeah, I'm going back to the Birmingham one. Okay, this is a bit more interesting. It's the big sharks. Oh, this is a creepy crawly section. Not sure I want to stick around too long here. These are monsters. Look at the size of them. I think on camera it's hard to tell the scale of some of these things. They are absolutely huge. Oh, okay, there's the undersea tunnel down there. There are penguins. I mean, it's not as good as the National Sea Life Centre, but it's all right. And as always, we end in the gift shop. Right, so after the gift shop, they've got this restaurant, Aji Bakery, and a Paddington themed shop. And it says that there's more coming soon, May 2024. Maybe an attraction, who knows? Okay, so I was just talking to the lady in the Paddington shop, and she was saying that in May, or end of May 2024, they're going to have a Paddington experience opening, and it will be a similar kind of thing to Shrek experience. Perhaps not in the same scale, but there will be a tea party with marmalade at the end, something like that. Interesting, I will come back for that, for sure. Anyway. The point is, I have now done all 4 of the Merlin attractions on the south bank of the Thames. So London Eye, London Dungeon, Shrek Experience, and the Sea Life Centre. And we're now at 3 o'clock. I started at 10, so it's taken 5 hours just to do these 4. Albeit, yes, it's a Saturday, it's busy, but you know, I've not rushed it because I don't want to cheat. I want to make sure I experience everything that it has to offer. My appointment at Madame Tussauds is at 4:30. What I might do is just, instead of taking a break and getting something to eat, I will head straight there. I'm trying to work out what's the best way to head straight there. But there is an app called TfL Go, which I'm going to use. I may decide to take the bus if I don't take the tube, but I believe the tube will take me directly there. The Jubilee line will go straight from here, Waterloo or Westminster, and take you right to Baker Street, which is where Madame Tussauds is. So let's go. Right, so I've made it to Baker Street Station at 3:45 and my ticket is for 4:30, so definitely will make it on time because it's literally just there, Madame Tussauds. Let's go, see if they let us in early. They let me in, but there are signs everywhere saying more bag searches are on the way. Why is it with London and all these bag searches? It's quite a big queue actually. And this is the queue for people who already have tickets. Is this supposed to be Madame Tussaud herself?
Welcome to Madame Tussaud's London. You're about to enter our star-studded awards party. Get ready to walk the red carpet at one of the most exclusive ceremonies of the year. It's showtime!
It's my good friend Morgan Freeman. Actually, I was almost working with Morgan Freeman at one point, but he wanted too much money, so it didn't work out. But I was working on a movie that would have had Morgan Freeman in it. It's The Rock. Dwayne Johnson. I'm almost as tall as The Rock, right? Almost. The appeal of this place seems to be you stand next to a waxwork of someone famous and take a photo of yourself. It's not really for me. I'll be honest with you, it's just not. It's Khan Noonien Singh, the whitest Punjabi man in the universe. No, I'm taller. Take that, John Boyega. Does height matter? Of course it matters. Don't pretend it doesn't. So Leo here, and then just near him, we've got Brad Pitt. Oh, would you believe it? Really? The Bollywood master himself. Yeah. No idea who this guy is, somebody tell me in the comments. It's the dude from Fantastic Beasts, Newt Scamander, Eddie Redmayne. Oh, it's Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Oh. Is this Bublé? It looks like Bublé. Are we allowed to pretend we're friends? I'm not sure that makes me any cooler. Are they taking pictures of Bobs and Virgin? This place is a maze, but I think I recognize who's coming up. It's that little Mexican boy, Zendaya. They do have plaques, that's helpful. I've no idea who this is, but this seems to be a really popular one. Can you tell me who this is?
Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner. I think that says less about the quality of the waxwork and more about my lack of pop culture knowledge. This one is Cara Delevingne. Again, I don't know who that is, but some of these are a lot more popular with the ladies. To be honest, all of them are more popular with the ladies. This seems to be a selfie thing. Don't know who this dude is. We're all good friends, honestly. Lend us a tenner. Come on, you can afford it. Oh, here's an interesting one. It's all the James Bonds. No landline. Sorry, can't help you. All right, I've been quite cynical so far, but this one I really want to stand next to and take a photo. It's the T800. He's come back from the future. How did that donkey knock up the dragon? I mean, he's no Tony Blair, but he was all right. You missed out on the Doctor Who part, Ollie. I bet you're gutted. Eurovision, big whoop. Oh, this is interesting. Two poets having a what? Spoken word rap battle? Who will win? I wonder. Who is a greater master of the English language? This dude or this one? Let's ask again in 400 years' time, shall we? Even when he's crouching, he's taller than me. Well done on the 7 championships, by the way. Any idea who this is supposed to be? I can't work it out. Right, look who I've come across. Not in that way. It's Mary Queen of Scots. Probably should have said yes to that rehab. Just saying. I don't know, I imagine his mouth can go wider. So I've heard. Oh my God, look who it is. It's the girl from Nickelodeon. It's Jay-Z's wife. Yeah, apparently they now say they're real women. Would you believe it? It's crazy. Right, they've got a whole section dedicated to the lady herself, Madame Tussaud, and it's downstairs. Okay, they've actually got a ride. It's black cabs. Okay. Oh.
Using our shower, children are secure.
That's what this reminds me of. Cadabra at Cadbury World.
Welcome to the spirit of London.
Right, I've just finished Madame Tussauds. It's 5:20 p.m. So I started just before 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's taken me until now to do all 5 of those Merlin Magical Pass attractions. I'm so tired. It certainly is possible to do this, but you shouldn't because it takes quite a toll. And especially if you have young kids, then doing this many attractions in one day in a city like London, especially on a Saturday or a Sunday when it's bound to be busy, is going to be very difficult for younger people. It's horrendously difficult for me. I'm going to go rest, and then I'll give you my conclusions about how this challenge has worked out. So yeah, I'm at the Baker Street station, heading home. Right, so it's the next day. I am back at the South Bank again because I'm going to do a couple of these once more. The London Eye and the London Dungeon I've booked to do again because they're my favourite. What happened yesterday? Well, we completed the challenge on time. I left Madame Tussauds at about 5:30. I didn't really get to do everything in Madame Tussauds as well as I'd like. And the reason was that I was just so damn tired at that point that I couldn't really enjoy it. And that's a shame. But the lesson here is don't try and do all 5 of them in one day. I went back to my hotel and just donked out. I was just asleep within an hour, head hit the pillow, and that was it. So the lesson here is, yes, you can do all 5 of the Merlin attractions in one day. You really shouldn't, especially if you've got kids. 4 spaced out nicely across the whole day is good. I didn't even take a break for breakfast or lunch, and you don't want that, especially if you've got kids. You want to take your time, savor it, enjoy it. Having said that, I definitely did enjoy a lot of what I did. Certainly the London Eye is absolutely fantastic. It's the best viewing platform in London, in my opinion. I have tried the Shard and a few others, but this is the best viewing platform because it's central and you can see so much. Might be worth taking some binoculars with you because they are all quite far away from that height. London Dungeon, really good. I know some ropey performances by some of those actors, but on the whole, it's good fun. Shrek is only good fun if you've got kids with you who love Shrek. Honestly, it's as simple as that. If your kids are obsessed with the Shrek movies and know all the characters, then that's great. Mine do. I don't. I have no clue. So I didn't get a lot of the references, but of course it's still, classic fairy tales and Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty and Rumpelstiltskin, they're all there. So that was good. Aquarium, disappointing compared to the National Sea Life Centre. The Sea Life Centre in London is smaller. That immersive tunnel through the shark tank is shorter and not really immersive in the way that it is in the National Sea Life Centre, but still good. And Madame Tussauds would probably have been much, much more fun if I had not been so tired, if I'd had the time to take a leisurely stroll through it and enjoy it. But it is packed, and it was certainly packed at the end of the day. But, maybe the solution for me next time is not to come on a Saturday, because that's bound to be the day when everything is at its busiest. But now I'm going to go ahead and see London Eye again and London Dungeon, then head home. Hope that was useful. I'll see you next time. Bye now.